Got him! Greetings, YouTube. Danny Staten here. On the Dan blog, it's finally happened. The cryptid hunter Danny Staten has found Mothman. You know, when I found a cryptid, I didn't really think it was going to be Mothman. And I didn't think it'd be a comic book, but I found a few comic books before, like UFOs and Flying Saucers that had Bigfoot in them. Hey, I recently did a book called The Cryptinals, and it had Bigfoot and a dog man in it. So it's not surprising that I finally found a Mothman. That's right, half man, half moth, fall terror, invasion of the space moths. Number one, better known as Mothman Returns. And it's a number one, and it's 2023 from July this year. It's brand new. I paid full price for this comic book, brand new off the shelf, just because I had to have one. This had Mothman on it. Now, that's going to look so good on the wall. I can't wait. I'm going to hang it right in front of me, right over the desk. I'm going to rearrange all my comic books on kind of that cool cover. So I guess it's time to crawl up inside the Mothman Space Moth Chronicle. Let's see what happens. Let's have an adventure. Dun, 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 dun. And my friend Thrash Pondo Pond shirt just came, so I had to include it in my video. Usually I have good stuff backgrounds, but this is a cryptid video, so no good stuff much today, except Thrash Pondo Pond shirt. Inside the front cover of this wonderful Mothman comic book by Frank, whatever name that is, Farts or Zeta, you figure it out. You get a list of the people to blame for this comic book if it don't work out the way we expect, right? Yeah, you can see right there in the glossiness of it, it's a number one from this year, 2023, with some great Mothman art inside the front cover. And as you bust it open right inside the front cover, you get a talking Mothman trying to explain to a dog that his spaceship has crashed, that he's stuck, that he needs help. I do not think Sparky understands what the Mothman is saying. Mothman is like, "Creature, why do you not speak to me?" He speaks, he goes, "Bark, bark, 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 bark," and runs off. Mothman replies that he is not real helpful and somewhat rude. Dog comes over to find a man who apparently was hit with some debris as the ship crashed, who got all bloodied up. He's being lit back to conscious by Sparky the dog. Sparky the dog is giving him an opposing viewpoint. Suddenly Mothman crashes through the timber. Mothman says, "Hi there." What the heck? Mothman's talking about hi there. Can you understand me? Dude ain't grasping what Mothman's saying in his language. It's real earnest. It's the Mothman. Suddenly, another hillbilly comes through the woods, blasting up some sounds, scaring Mothman. Mothman flies away. Dog is like all upset. Dude is like all messed up. Dude's like, "Let me get you to the doctor, boy." Meanwhile, Aunt Sally has bought the farm. That's right, they're going to bury Aunt Sally. Aunt Sally's nephew's talking to the preacher man. Aunt Sally's nephew, looking like a young somebody we know, but I'm not going to say that out loud. Looking like a young somebody we know is burying Aunt Sally. Over to the funeral home, he's talking to the mortician. He's grieving. Oh my goodness. Meep, meep, meep. The lone gunman over here looking like a big fat Michael Marone. Oh, wait a minute, this guy's in shape like Hulk Hogan Marone. Hulk Hogan Marone gets a message on his computer that Mothman's been spotted. How they get off on the computer that quick, I do not know, but he's on the way. He takes off. Cops are stopping people over in the streets when a guy flies by at 900 miles an hour as hillbillies gather in the woods. Hillbillies are getting the message. People's calling up other people saying the Mothman's been seen. Oh, what? Like a scene out of an old movie, cars after cars race towards the woods to try to find the Mothman. Police pull over fat boy, well, muscle Hulk Hogan Marone over here. Well, there goes Marone blasting by. He went by so fast he blew the drink out the cop's hand. Zoom, zoom, the cop runs, jumps in his car. He's in hot pursuit of the hillbillies and Michael Marone. The hillbillies slow down, he blows past. He's after Marone for sure, because Marone done blew that cup out of his hand. So in the race to Mothman, the hillbillies creeped to the lead. As Hulk Hogan Marone is pulled over by this cop who wants to see license and registration, wants to hassle the man by going too fast, wants to say, you, sir, are a speeder. He want to issue the man a ticket. Oh, how to waste so much time in a Mothman comic book with all these little subplots. We're gonna bury Aunt Sally and we're gonna do Smokey and the Bandit run from the law to kill a couple of pages. Oh my God. That's right. Thrash Pondo Ponds here on YouTube. My good stuff, buddy. I just got his new shirt thanks to Dave Sunstorm. He sent it to me. Appreciate that, Dave. You can see Dave Sunstorm. You can see his brother Steven Sunstorm, my friend Thrash Pondo Ponds, as well as the other good stuff guys. Corey's Comical Channel, Big Guys 45's Retro Serial here on YouTube. And check this out. You can get Bigfoot Michigan Rise book, True Cryptid Encounters, which kind of goes with this Mothman stuff I'm throwing out there today, right? Anyway, moving right along. Mothman doesn't land it. Mothman's creeping around. Mothman sees a house. Mothman approaches. Mothman steps on some sticks, and it goes clinkety, clinkety, clinkety. Somebody's got my trap set up with a string and some cans. Old lady come out with a shotgun. It's going to be a scene. It's going to be a scene out of that movie. What's the name of that movie? Can you believe I had to cut this thing off, pause it, just to come up with the name Jeepers Creepers? It took me 3 minutes to think of that name. I can thank the sponsors for that one, right, guys? Moving right along, Mothman is talking to the old lady. The old lady's talking back. She understands Mothman. Mothman, you want some dinner? Want something to drink, Mothman? So the old lady is all... laughing so hard I can't talk. The old lady invite Mothman in to have some crumpets and some tea. Mothman says, and I quote, look at this, "That's some good stuff. That stuff is good. That stuff is good. That's some good stuff." Dave Sunstorm, I don't really like that joke, right? Oh, be sure to check out my friend Dave Sunstorm. Man, I done said that. Yeah, in fact, you can see me, Daddy Dan, on the Paranormal Highway. That's right. Earlier today, I did an episode of the Paranormal Highway where I actually talked about this crappy comic book before I did this video. So there you go. Anyway, her and Mothman have a conversation. He explains that he isn't here to start trouble. He isn't here because he wants to be. He's here because some radar done messed up his ship. Radar done messed up his ship. Radar done messed up his ship. And caused it to crash into woods nearby. Suddenly, Thelma and Louise come in, swinging and jumping. Make Mothman jump up through the roof and knock a hole in the ceiling. That's right. Mothman's a little bit jumpy. Oh, now we're going to kill him a couple more pages without Mothman. Because they took that guy that got that piece of shrapnel in his shoulder down to the doctor and got him sewed up. Doctor pumping him full of some plasma because he lost some blood, I guess. And they're trying to figure out why the dog is acting really kind of strange. Dog done been hypnotized by the Mothman. Dog ain't right no more. But they don't know that. Anyway, we got a lot of wasted time in the hospital, a lot of texting about Mothman, a lot of people reporting what they seen in the woods, and nothing really happening. So the goose shows up over at the grandma's house where Thelma and Louise are going to introduce him to the Mothman. That's right, they skipped a bunch at the end of the story. Yeah, they get introduced to the Mothman. They ask him Mothman questions. Why are you here? Are you coming to invade us? Are you going to take over our planet? Mothman's like, no, man, my shit just crashed, you know, like I went down. He talks like a hippie. Mothman say, no, I went down in the woods. My vehicle is messed up. I cannot travel. All I want is to go away. I want to go home. Mothman E.T. want to go home. Wah, wah, wah. Oh, that was a stupid scene. Somebody ought to slap the artist for drawing that. Anyway, it's Pat over here is having a conversation with Hillbilly about Thelma and Louise's attraction to Mothman. It's just the same old wah, wah, wah. That's right, a comic book with bad words. Ain't that classic? There you go. Anyway, they're all talking about Mothman. They're all trying to figure out how to help Mothman. That's right. We're going to help you fix your ship, Mothman. Mothman, we are nice people. Mothman is impressed with how nice these people he has found are, who do not treat him like the alien he is. Oh my God, whoever drew this comic book should be slapped. Soy Full Panels, brought to you by the Daily Dan blog. You know I had to slip one of them in there. We find the story of a Mothman, and that's what makes me happy. It is the story of a Mothman with a lot of other stuff and crap and irrelevant bull thrown in, but it is a Mothman. And the cover's awesome, at least, right? Oh, my God. Anyway, they're going to bury Aunt Becky over here. They're going to take her down and stick her in the ground. Remember the old dead lady from earlier? Everybody's getting ready to go to the funeral. That's right. They're going to bury her in the woods for some reason because the cemetery's deep in the forest. And they really are going to end this comic book with burying Aunt Becky in the woods. Really is that a thing, dude? Are they really going to bury Aunt Becky in the woods? If you want a better read and you want some real true cryptid encounters, be sure to check out my friend Bigfoot Michigan Rob's book. And there's his real name down there at the bottom. You can find that on Amazon. That's where my son got me mine. And I love Bigfoot Michigan Rob's new book. I've also got Somebody Else is on the Moon, and you should check this book out if you want moon truths. I just got a copy of the Hynek Report, and that's the actual Hynek Report he wrote after he started believing in UFOs, so that's a really cool thing. Got some flying saucers, is serious business. It's all books I plan to read in the upcoming month, I guess. Oh, my goodness, I'm behind. Anyway, check this out. They bury her. They bury her in the woods. And I think that's about the end of this comic book. What do you guys think? Well, let me write that down in my notebook. See you in part 2. What's that? I will unlock the door and pass the cemetery gate. Oh, that's a cool song to play at a funeral. I hope somebody plays Cemetery Gates by Pantera at my funeral. Here's a surprise full-page snap ending. Somebody got that Mothman on video. And check out them fingers. I think Mothman may be being hunted by something. To be continued. Issue 2. Mothman. Next issue. Mothman versus the Predator. Ah! And you gotta love this comic book for one thing. It's the Mothman art they do in this comic book. You can see the cover gallery here and who did the cover, see. They had different covers for this book. I'm glad they went with the one they went with. This alternate cover is really cool. But the art is off the chain. I almost want to hang this on the wall by itself. I should buy another copy just so I could make a poster out of this. Oh, that is so cool. Too bad the only time it'll ever be seen is in this video. So be sure to check this out. This is Mothman art at its best. You know, I should make another little short of that cover and put it on YouTube, shouldn't I? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Oh, it don't matter. It'll already be done by the time I get to the comments below. And as we close in on the last page, you get a copy of the cover that's actually on this book. The cover within a cover. Oh, God. And then you can play Mothman. That's right, on the Opus Comics Entertainment System. And let me know in the comments below if that is a real thing. That just sounds a little made up. And at least they didn't waste the back cover, but they could have put something a little bit better. I think the one I pointed out earlier is a little bit better art than this one, and would have made a better back cover. Don't you agree? Let me know in the comments below. And that's my incredibly cool look at Mothman #1 from 2023, a brand new comic book that I actually paid full price for. You have no idea what kind of rare occurrence that is. Be sure to join me on my live show sometime around midnight. It's called The Witching Hour with Wolfman Dan. Be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Be sure to check out all my cool paranormal friends like Eric at Paranormal Highway, Bigfoot Michigan, Rob, Anthony at Unidentified as Forerunning Cosmic Neighbors. These are the good stuff guys of the paranormal world. Be sure to check out my good stuff friends also. I mentioned them earlier, and I'm going to leave you out with Bigfoot Rob's True Cryptid Encounters, Book 1. My newest crypto adventure. The newest book I'm reading right now. I'm at the story number 4 or something. Bigfoot Michigan Rob, you leave a chill up the back of my neck. Be sure to like, subscribe, ring the silly little bell. And until next time, Danny Staten on the Danny Dan blog. Check it out, Mothman and True Cryptids here in South Carolina. Blog over, Dad.